Testing 1, 2, 3, test. Doing a sound check, testing. Just doing a check whether my sound is coming in okay. Hi Belinda, hi Mei Ling, hi Leong, hi Joe. Hi. So just doing a sound check again. If you can hear me clearly or loud and clear, just comment inside the comment side there. Okay. Hello, hi. Sounds good. All right, great. So okay. One second. Right. We just check one more. Do some checking. Okay. Good. Okay. So good evening, everyone, and welcome today for another Thursday mini series show. All right. Today presentation I'll do a bit of a different approach. Okay, so what I'll do is that I will start by talking about the topic for today, which is on the trading psychology. Let me just share this one. Okay, so it's a bit different. Okay, so today I'll be sharing about trading psychology, and I will quote some wise words from Jesse Livermore. Okay, so the talk may be around between 10 to 15 minutes plus minus before we go on to do some market and stocks review. Okay, so maybe probably moving forward, maybe do a bit of this kind of arrangement. So but again, your feedback also, if let's say you prefer the Thursdays to be purely on what do you call this, talk about just nothing to do with stock review, just want to hear something different about the what the wise people are trading, those trading gurus. Okay, or maybe you want to hear something about like a new apa nama tu, new trading techniques, or the kind of techniques used by the successful traders. Okay, so yeah, we can do that as well. Right, at the same time also, please do share this video for live FB on your timeline as well. Okay, so that more people will be aware of this new knowledge or information that will help or benefit them. Okay, so let's start off. Before that, we did do a talk about the witch and great bear of Wall Street last week, or 2 weeks ago actually. Okay, so if let's say for those of you who are first time hearing about this and you want to know more about this topic, excuse me, you can screenshot this slide here, or scan the QR code, or copy this link below, that the bit.ly link here. Okay, let me just take out the pointer here. Okay, this bit.ly link here. All right, so that you can, after this show, or when you are free during the weekend, you can just have a look at it. Okay, we do cover also about other topics about like Kensley methodology, the magic formula, momentum trading, and the box methodology. Okay, so if there are some topics that you want me to cover or talk about, you can just leave in the comment section below. Then I will see what other topics that I can cover for you. All right, so hi Zanaria, hi Wa, hi Siu Peng, okay, hi Minggu. Right, so we'll begin. Okay. Now these are some of the word of wisdom with regards to the trading psychology from Jesse Livermore. So the reason why I quote from Jesse Livermore on trading psychology part is because that he has been through the best and the worst of days in his life as a trader. Okay, imagine that at one point he was making 100 million $100 million in profit, okay, where everybody was at a loss, or some even lost their life as well, okay, during the crash of 1929. And again, he went bankrupt. And never before I've seen people, an ordinary people, okay, who what do you call this, go on bankrupt and come up to be at the top back again. Okay, so definitely there are some wise words from Jesse Livermore. Okay, again, the origin for all this composite man, how the stock market operates and everything, there's no better person than Jesse Livermore himself to be sharing his experience. Okay, I did sum up some of his words of wisdom, which we'll go through later on. Okay, it's regarding on some of the common mistakes that we do when we are making our trades. All right, and here are some of the common mistakes that we do at one point in during our trading life. Okay, so these common mistakes here are, simply put, there are three of it. Number one would be cut your profit fast and keep your losses longer. All right, now this is quite common, especially for beginners. Okay, I do apologize for this because I'm using the Google slide. So cut your profit fast and let losers run, quite common with beginners, because at one point you may have found stocks. For example, you go through the screeners, then you found out some of the stocks is quite to your liking. Okay, I find out, okay, out of these 10 stocks under the screener, I have like 3 or 4 stocks that I quite like it. So after you have done your due diligence, then after that you find that, okay, I'll proceed to purchase this stock A, for example. And what happens after that is that you place your order, and your order have been met already, means trust all orders all match, and then from there you wait for the price to move to your target profit. Maybe you have set within a 5 or within a 2 weeks time frame. Problem comes in at this point of time is when the market doesn't move towards your target price within that time frame, and instead of going to your target, it's just market just go up and down, okay, a sideways movement there. And what happens next is that because of the market doesn't go to your way, all right, and worst case is you buy at the peak and the price starts to come down to move in a swing, what happens is that you will keep on looking on your phone. I believe most of us here will download like the KLSE screener, or some other applications to track the KLSE stocks, and you keep on looking at the price for every like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, I've been there before, so I don't know how's the feeling inside, and the kanchongness inside us sets in, and because of that, what happens is when the price starts to break the resistance a bit, or starts to move a bit, you see there's a profit, then quickly we just cabut, because we can't stand the long sideways movement of the market. Okay, and just about as you already exit from the market, what happens is that the next day that the price just shoot up and it just go higher and higher. So maybe you take profit at the time was around 2 or maybe around 5%, you think, oh, it's good enough, but price keep on moving afterwards, just like around 10%, 20%, or even like 30%. Okay, the same goes when the price goes down as well and touching your stop loss. Okay, so supposedly that you follow your trading plan, when the price touches your stop loss, you should already exit already by then. But unfortunately, what happens is that the hope inside you, okay, is stronger, and you comfort yourself by saying that it's okay, price already touched the stop loss, so let's see whether the price will come up, or in another case, if you're very confident, you would say that never mind, the price sure will come up once, so I'll just wait and see. When the price comes up, then at least I don't have to cut my stop loss lah. So what happens is that the price continues to go down after that, and you will hang on to your hope even more. And the worst case is that when your initial trading plan, your approach is you're going in on a technical analysis approach, then because the price goes down, what happens is that it becomes a fundamental, you change it to become a fundamental approach, and you end up holding your losses for a longer period of time. So that's why every time, if you remember, especially for our members who in the chat group, we always say that, what is your trading plan? If you're going in with on looking at a technical analysis, a short-term trading basis, then definitely you have to stick with your trading plan. But if let's say you were to enter according to a fundamental approach, then whatever price fluctuation in between, then there is should not be of your concern already. Okay, I believe the approach of analyzing the stock based on fundamental and make your entry based on technical analysis is much more appropriate. That's that's how KLSE methodology does, because they look in the fundamental base, they look in the company, they look at the technical parts, then only they will make the entry from there. Okay, right. So that's why you have to follow your trading plan if you are doing trading. Okay, always set in beforehand, are you going to go approach for your technical part, or are you going to approach this stock on the fundamental part? Okay. Yes, you paying kanchongness. Yes, that's why everybody has it. Okay, it takes time to clear of it, but the more you practice, the more you trade, the more you understand yourself, and the more you need to control your feelings for that. Okay, so coming back here, that's why these feelings of hope, okay, kanchong, kiasu, kiasi, and analysis paralysis. Okay, analysis paralysis means that you study, you see the chart, you see based on all angles and so on. You feel like, okay, I just need a little bit more research to be done towards it, and end up what happened, the price just shoot up just like that, and you're like, oh, okay, I should have entered before that, based on this. But again, you may repeat the same mistakes again because of analysis paralysis. I used to have that when I first started trading, and I keep on studying the chart and so on until the price already shoot up already around 10%. I feel like still okay lagi lah, still can trade lah, but end up this I don't make a trade there, because already you're paralyzed already because of too much information inside there. Okay, so these feelings, hope, the kanchong, kiasu, kiasi, and analysis paralysis are what we consider as a wishful thinking. Okay, come to think of it, sometimes you based on hope is already wishful thinking. Okay, you feel kanchong because that price already starts to go down and you're panic. So you just like take an action from there. Oh, and the price move up also, you panic already. Oh, price already come up, I must go in, if not the price will go up higher. Okay, also can be a kiasu also lah. If let's say you have other people who are like your family members are already buying a stock, for example, then they like pressure you. In a way, you feel like the peer pressure to say like, oh, people buy already this stock, I did not buy. Okay lah, then I buy lah. So these are the wishful thinking, which Jesse Livermore says it has to be banished from your mindset. If you want to be able to make a good trade, a good winning trade, then you must not have this wishful thinking inside you. Okay. Then number 2 would be the average down as price falls. Okay, this is the most commonly shared misinformation, which is to average down your buy. So average down, what does it mean is that as the price of an asset goes down, okay, you buy at the different pricing, so that end of the day you average out your cost. It will be much more lower by combining those prices that you buy at the different entry level. So for example, let's say you buy a stock that goes from 10 ringgit, you buy there, and then you buy it goes down to 8 ringgit, you purchase it, and then it goes down to, let's say, 6 ringgit, and you purchase it. And every time at this level here, at 10, 8 and 6 ringgit, you buy at 10,000 shares each at this price level, you average down, it will become like 8 ringgit for the shares. Okay, so that's average down. Now the main issue, if you were to average down as the price goes, as the price falls, is that you are actually like catching a falling knife, because you do not know where is the bottom of the market, right? Because if you were to do that, for example, if I put in a scenario, for example, like IWCT or ANZO, okay, that the price went up, parabolic move, okay, for the next 3 or 5 days, it just went up parabolic. Then it takes around like 5 or 6 days, it moves sideways up there, then the price starts to come down. Okay, for those who are not aware, or the beginning newbie traders, what happens is that as the price comes down from there, you will feel that it's a good bargain, so you buy there, and then the price goes down some more, and you keep on buying and so on. So let's say you buy from 1 ringgit, the price goes down to the price at 1 ringgit, it goes down to 80 cents, you feel, oh, it's a good bargain, so you purchase that. Then it goes down to 50 cents, you purchase that, and then it goes down some more, even lower, up to a point where you have quite a sizable amount of shares, but your cost averaging might be good, but the price it moved sideways for such a long period of time, and you end up having all your money stuck inside there. Okay, why I use ANZO or diversity, because I had that I did trade these two counters, and I got my hands burned from that. But I did not do average cost averaging or average down. I buy when the price starts to break out, I sell it, and when at the peak there, I buy thinking that it's gonna do a pullback before it just start to go down, so I just exit from there. So that is the downside of averaging down, okay, especially if you're looking at the technical analysis approach. Fundamental, I don't think that they will go towards that kind of approach as the price, as the value of the asset goes down. If let's say it's a momentum trade, then they will cost average by buying as the price goes higher, okay, but I think that they will buy as the price goes lower, okay. That's what Jesse Livermore says. You should never buy a stock just because it has a big decline from its previous high, okay, which means to say that you do not average down your costs even just because that the price is falling down from the high there, okay. If it falls down from the high, you must wait for the price to reach the bottom first, and once it's reached the bottom, so-called at that particular point, just give it around 4 to 6 weeks, okay, for the price to move sideways or whatever it is, to confirm that the price doesn't go even lower, okay. Because if the price reach at one bottom there, you may think the price has reached at that final journey of the bottom, but in actual fact, it just will go down further from there on, okay. And then the third one is that the itchy hands, okay. Many of us have it, myself included. Sometimes I just have itchy hands. That was before lah, okay. Now it's more like very disciplined trader, okay. It's the itchy hands, or that you must make a trade regardless, okay. It is true that trading is very exciting. You buy, sell, you can make money within a short period of time, or maybe like within like 2 or 3 months. Your asset goes from at this price of level, it goes up around 30 or 40%. You make money from there, everybody happy, go to the bank laughing and so on. You help your cousins also during festive season, take money, no problem, okay. But doing this kind of thing in the long run of trading is no good, okay. Just imagine that the first time when you do a trade, right, you'll be able to focus on your trades, okay, and follow your trading plan accordingly. You buy and sell, follow the trading plan, hit stop loss, okay, boleh cabut, no problem, right. So at that point of time, you are trading with an edge, okay. But as the time progresses, all right, and you're constantly being on the trading, every time you just want to do trade, you end up being like more from a informed trader, but a trader who trades in the edge. Subconsciously you change yourself to become a gambler, okay, and you will end up making more losing trades because you just want to make a trade, okay. You look at the screener today, there's nothing much of a screener inside there. Then you look at, there's some nice stocks there actually, but I think that maybe the price will go up if I buy like this, So actually you're just denying the truth that actually this stock or this at this level, the price level okay, it's like far away from the support or very near the resistance, and it's just that tak boleh, there's no edge towards it, all right. And the worst feeling is that when in your surroundings, okay, which is your family and friends, all of them already buy the stock that doesn't have an edge towards it, but just because you're having that kiasu moment or the FOMO moment inside you, so you end up buying. Jesse Livermore had that situation as well. If you remember last week, I talked about where his friend told him that the cotton price is going to go up, so I think you should buy. So he also, okay lah, I buy the stocks up, the cotton, those cotton contracts up, because my friend so I just believe him lah and buy. But even though that he knows that the price is not going to go up, the price is like going to go down, okay, but he buys because based on hearing from his friend. And what happened is that he suffers his losses from there. I don't think that will cause him the bankruptcy, but he almost did, okay, but he lose a lot of money there. I think around 90% of his assets, is not mistaken, just lose from he lost that inside the futures trade, okay. So as what Jesse Livermore says, from there, after that, the trade, he said that only enter a trade after the action of the market confirms your opinion, and then you enter promptly. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, very addictive when you do the trades, right? Okay, so I have this, by Tom Williams, the Undeclared Secrets, okay, that drive the stock market. And inside there, if you look at page 53, there's one which he wrote there, the Chartist prayer. Okay, this is quite good, I think, for those who have itchy hands there. Okay, the prayer goes like this: may my assessment of today's stock market action be based upon facts, all of the facts and nothing but the facts. May I not be influenced by fear, greed, or the ill-advised comments of others, which may be made in their interest and not my own. May I take into account the past history laid before me on this chart, which means he's talking about looking on the left side of the chart, and my assessment be based on facts and my knowledge. And please, if possible, never on my emotions, which is quite true. As we do the trades there, is under the category of itchy hands also, because you see the stocks, you see the chart, you know that this price is not going to go up, or I need to wait for it to move, come back down to the support, then I purchase. Okay, but there are some members who I encountered, when they showed me this is my trade, and I say, what price did you buy at the time? Or I buy at the top there, at the peak there, or when they have a up on the bar that has uptrust, he entered at the top there. Oh, why you entered that? Oh, because I saw the price move up, then I entered. So we never wait for the confirmation bar. So there's something that all of us need to learn from there. Okay, right? So these are the 3 common mistakes in when we do the trade. Okay, and it's all about to do with our trading psychology. Even you see here, right, the psychology part here is that, please do not sit here, this particular staircase here. Actually, it's supposed to be the whole staircase, you should not sit. But then people, you don't sit here, so we sit at the side here lah, right? So, that's somewhat similar like a itchy hands, Okay, just because you want to sit, so it says don't sit here, we sit here. Okay, but overall you should not sit there, right? Okay, so alright, so how to overcome it? I think I just switched the pointer here, it's a bit error. Okay, so how to overcome it? Number 1, strictly follow your trading strategy or trading plan. Okay, you will never go wrong if you follow your trading strategy or your trading plan. Okay, like one of our coaches, Fu, you see his trading style is that he always have his trading plan, he has his trading strategy set. What he do is just follow me. Okay, tak jadi the trade, he'll just cut loss. Sometimes he doesn't wait for the price to go and he stop loss. If the price doesn't move in his favor, he will just exit and thus minimize his loss further. Okay, remember that you have a very limited amount of money for you to make your trade. Okay, there's no point if they say you just tembak only and doesn't hit your target, then you're wasting your bullet. You go to a forest, you have a limited bullet, also you need to aim properly, then you shoot to hit the target. Same goes if you go for fishing, you don't simply just throw the whole can of worms into the pond and wait for the fish to come and eat your mata kail for you to pull up, right? So always remember that your bullets is finite, follow your trading plan. Okay, number 2 is do not chase the trade, which is very common, especially for beginners. We see the price go up, or sometimes when some of you see the price going up already, some will contact Zach and say, hey Zach, this one can enter already, run already, or sometimes the trade that you already told that, hey Zach, this one can exit already, or how, you have to put in your practice inside there, because if you do not practice your trades inside there, what happens is that you will just end up being like, not be able to you will not be able to understand yourself quite well, so you need to make the trade there, you need to write in your trade there, record it under a trading journal, then you will know yourself better from there, right? Because otherwise, if you just based on this kind of method, just asking whether can or cannot, then it will be quite tough for you in the long run to be a better trader, or those traders who are trading with an edge, right? And then last but not least, detach your emotions from trading. This one nobody can help but yourself, right? Excuse me. Because if let's say you are still having the emotions in trading, then you may need to find another approach to take the emotions away. Maybe you cannot go all the way the gung-ho style to people who make the trades and everything. So like for example, like FOMO. Okay, people talk about this stock. Oh, this stock already coming in already, is gonna fly already, or getting ready, this stock already. So if you have that FOMO feeling, detach yourself. Maybe you just move away from this from the chat group, for example, or maybe away from it. Okay, just move it. Just make sure there's a mental block on that. Okay, and just focus on the things first to calm yourself emotionally. All right, especially for those who are very emotional, maybe you want to do that way. Then after that, slowly then you look into the chart with a clear conscious mind and see, okay, this stock, why they say can jalan. Then you look at the stock, then you feel that okay, maybe not at there yet. Maybe I'll wait for when the price is either near the support, or when the price break out and do a pullback on above the resistance level there. Okay, so that is what one should be doing. Alright, so summarily is that the way to tackle all this is to strictly again follow your trading strategy and you stick towards it. Okay, you don't trade when there is nothing to trade. Okay, the itchy hands. Don't chase a stock when the stock already jalan. Right, and move away whenever you have the FOMO feeling. Okay, remember, where you are, for those of you especially who have attended the masterclass only, okay, or those who have followed Zack for some time already, you know that you should never chase a trade. Okay, just follow strictly on the chart. The chart never lies, so just follow accordingly. All right. Okay. So now I will do a bit of a stock review inside here. Okay, so let's just go for the stock side there. Okay, first, out of our FKLI, what we see on this review on the market, we can see that the price in it, we have a green pentagon here. Okay, the price move up above here, and then after that we have that the price close within this up bar here. Okay, and we have a green pentagon the last Tuesday. Okay, so what we will see is that if the price able to sustain from here, then it should be starts to move up already with the next couple of days there. Okay, but if you go on the technical part there, the price is now touching the 20 MA, so it might reverse down a bit before it starts to go up. Okay, but otherwise, based on green pentagon here, we always say that allow the price to do a pullback. So most likely maybe for 1-2 bars it will move sideways before it starts to move up onwards. Okay, but green pentagon quite good sign to say that the market is being quite positive. We can see at 1476 the price is being supported there very well. So the last area when the price will see is around here, around 29 June here. Okay, and then on the September, I think that was last week, price just touching there and just rebounds back off. Okay, so overall market, if the KLSE starts to rebound back up, move up further, then we can see most of the stocks will start to jalan. For stocks that already previously sudah tidur, they will start to jalan already. Okay, so now I will go and check on a few stocks here that I have on the listings. These are based on the Smart Robie, okay, on the Premium Alert and Pentagon Guide. Maybe I take just like 2 from each. Okay, so we go on CM Protasco. Right, so Protasco, oh, this is quite a high UT here, very climatic volume here, but there was a volume previously around here as well. So what we want to see is that probably price, I believe, is moving on a sideways range here. Okay, if I were to take on this horizontal line, I were to draw at this level here. Okay, right, put here. This will be where the price tries to break and comes down. Okay, so overall I would say that the price is still pretty much moving on the sideways range here. It did try to break through, but it cannot on the, and it forms an upthrust. If let's say the price on here, instead of forming an upthrust, it has an up bar, then most likely it will be a nice trend to move up. But I believe that this one may not have the strength to move up a bit further. Okay, although we have a green pentagon here, but again overall we see that the market is still moving on a sideways, unless of course the price able to close above at this level here. Let's say there's any support at the side here. Okay, at this level, at the previous upthrust here, if let's say the price will be able to close above and starts to jalan, okay, decrease volume and price doing a pullback above it and starts to move up, then it should be okay, right? So at this next level will be around here. Okay, just get apart from there. So to 23.5 cents, that will be the support here. It should move around sideways about here, maybe before it starts to jalan already. Okay, so that's for Protasco. Another one is Pohwat. Pohwat Resources. Okay, very nicely priced on an uptrend move. Okay, from here moves very nicely on an uptrend. All right, we have an upthrust here with a quite a high volume. Was it a previous resistance before that? Okay, say 159. Okay, not so, but it's still there is some sort of like a resistance level here. That was, you see, the previous supply here. Okay, so that's why the price tries to break through it. I believe that this is somewhat like a pushing through supply. Okay, so if let's say the price were to able to push higher above at this level here, then it should be able to jalan even higher there. Otherwise, maybe either it needs to move up with the increasing volume, okay, or maybe it will do a pullback here, waiting for it to touch either the 20 MA or the trend line before it starts to jalan. Okay, so this at this point level of here. Okay, this is for the Pohwat. There is a potential for this stock here, right? Unless of course we need to see where's the support level here, right? So at RM1.31. Okay, take it that this is will be the support level here. So if let's say the price will start to break through below here, then most likely it will just, you know, starts to come down a bit, then it moves sideways, and then we're not sure whether it's going to continue to go down or is it going to continue to move it sideways further. Okay, right, so the next one, these are the premium alerts. Okay, next one will be IGM. I think a lot of stocks will have a lot of upthrust, I believe, for today. Even the rubber glove also sudah turun already. IGM, okay, there was a downtrend, as we can see from here, right? Sort of like a downtrend movement, and the price already break the downtrend, the upper barrier here, and now it's like, I believe it moved a bit of a sideways here. Okay, volume is a bit low, so it should be, you know, we see if it can move a bit sideways before it starts to move up. It has a immediate resistance at this level here, because this is where the price is being supported, come down, and now the price is like touching the resistance area here. Okay, right, so if it breaks here, then the next level of resistance will be at this pricing. Let's say at the spring here. No, we just take around here, the resistance at 155. Okay, 155. So at this point of time, maybe because of the two of the biggest counter like Harta Lega and Top Glove. Top Glove announced 3.1 billion, if not mistaken, their revenue, the largest so far, the biggest revenue they achieved so far. But you can see all the counter all turun already. Let's say for Top Glove lah, okay, because Top Glove, what I noticed is that it has been on a downtrend based on the charts. Okay, as you can see here, is on a downtrend. Start from the high here on 7 August. That's the highest it went. Okay, of course this is after already the share split, the price already adjusted, but the high is around RM9.76.5. So I think if you were to times by 3, 9, 18, 27, around 28 ringgit like that. Okay, and then the price starts to come down, move up and down. Overall, you can see that it's like the price is going on a downtrend. If I were to extend this line here to my right, you can see that the price already, yeah, it touches and just come down from there. Okay, so this is currently the overall direction for the rubber glove there. Okay, so if let's say it were to move sideways, it should not be able to move lower than, I would say, around this price level, or maybe around this level here. Okay, at RM6.42, it should be going down and up and down. Okay, there will be a sideways move there, but then after that, what will happen? Will rubber glove move up? We are not sure, again depending on the vaccine. Demand will be there definitely for our rubber glove, but it's just that for trading purposes, maybe I'll, you know, should find another horse already. Okay, right, just now was IGM already done, so this is Felda FGV. Okay, for Felda Holdings. Okay, very much based on our palm oil. Palm oil already start to jalan already, but it's just moving up, rest, up and rest. Okay, it's taking a lot of rest time there. So we see here Felda seems to be moving on an uptrend as well. Okay, take the recent low here, and put that around here. Seems to be moving up. If I were to take from the historical point of view, okay, yeah, still on an uptrend there a bit. Okay, it's just that they have a strong resistance. Let's see where's the resistance at. Okay, somewhere at here, at 1 ringgit and 3 cents. Is the opening 129. You know, closing here is at 131. Okay, so at 1 ringgit and 31 cents. Okay, so at this point of time here, so now price is just moved down and up and down. So it touches the trend line, starts to bounce back up here, but we want to see a nice volume for it to break the resistance here. Of course, pentagon we have is a green pentagon here, so price it should continue to move up from there. Okay, but it's just that the volume will be decreasing. What we want to see is a increasing volume and the increasing what do you call this, price movement. Okay, so to break the barrier here, the last high here is, you know, at this level of volume. So what we should need to see is maybe a higher volume, same or higher, but preferably a bit higher than this volume here. Then the price will break up there. Alright, then wait for the confirmation, which is the price should just at least what do you call that, just like resting above the resistance, which has become the support, before it starts to jalan. Okay, now one here from our member. I'll just take a few from in the comment side there. Like he is talking about SciPark. Okay, SciPark Resources. This one can say that there is, you can see a bit of a downtrend here, babes. Okay, a bit of a downtrend here. Right. What we can see, it touches and comes around here. But I think SciPark, what does SciPark do? Let's see. Let's see, both industrial services, environmental services. Okay. Right. Is there any support level at this point? This point of time, I will take around here. Let me just put that first. Okay, yeah, I'll take around here. But again, overall, it's like going down. I don't think, if let's say you were to already buy this kind of stocks, maybe you want to, you know, put in your cut loss already. Okay. Overall, you can see it's a bit of a downtrend now. Okay, right. So better way. Even we have a green pentagon here appearing. Okay, which is at this up bar here. But the next subsequent bar, there's no bar that goes. It should close above this green pentagon here. Okay, this bar here, or at least a bit above the high of this green pentagon there. Then it will be a good trade here. But otherwise, now the price is like moving down here. Just monitor just next for a couple of bars. You can see if the price is supported well around this level here, doesn't go here, then it should be starts to move up from there. Okay, right. Next is EcoVest. So for our EcoVest here, I think I did this commentary for this stock this morning. The sarapan pagi bersama Smart Robie. It's quite nice, this stock here. I think last week also I did put this stock under KIV because of the chart pattern there. What I like is because that it's moving sideways with a very low volume, and then now the price already breaks through the resistance at the high here, and we can see the gap, it closes the gap here. Okay, so at this point of time, price should, I think the price is testing the supply here. There's quite a lot of sellers here. I mean, probably because this price came down and move up here, and there are some shareholders who are, you know, able to sustain the long run of it, and now they are selling it as the price move up, maybe to break even. So probably just wait for the price at least to have a low volume before it starts to jalan there. Okay, but this is a bit high volume here, so we can see a lot of sellers there. So most likely maybe the price will start to come down before it starts to jalan above. Okay, but for here, just say here, let's say you already enter here, this is not considered a pullback also, because it's just that very high volume, these two bar lah. Okay, if you are not yet entered, just wait for the right setup. Okay, especially if it has a breakout, but otherwise just apa nama tu, if it doesn't, just put on the KIV first. Okay, so you can see here touches here, so it is bounce here as well. Alright, so this point of time here, let's put, I think where the price touches the most, I would take it as this point here. Okay, at 48.5 cents. Right? Okay, so there's a quite big range here. So it's still moving sideways here. Okay, but I like it that if the price can close a bit higher here, move sideways a bit above, and it will start to jalan there. Okay, I'm a bit different compared to Zach. Alright, so Zach, he likes to see on the daily and also on the hourly. I'm more of the end of the day chart kind of person. I don't really see on the hourly part there. Okay, but it's good if they say you want to use hourly charts also to make a trade, then no problem with that. Alright. Next we have a SOP. Okay, so oil, I'm gonna take maybe another 5 more before we close it. Okay, nanti lama sangat, nanti kena tidur lah. Okay, for Sarawak oil palm, okay, I think for our crude oil, I would say that is kind of like moving on a sideways at the moment. So most likely it will, today it came up with that high VSI bar. Let's just show you the FCPO here. Just hide all this so you can see more clearly. We can see, you know, FCPO price gap up 35 points. Okay, but we have a VSI bar here quite high here. So most likely that maybe it will just come down a bit before it starts to jalan. Okay. Otherwise, if it starts to move up a bit further, then you can see all the sectors under palm oil will start to jalan as well. Okay, so for palm oil, overall the trend is moving up. Okay, we have the high here, which is at, how much is this? 3 ringgit and 96 cents. Okay, 3 ringgit 96 cents. Just adjust it a bit. 3 ringgit 96 cents, that's the high here. Okay, there's this time of a movement here, but I think here also they will have like a supply here as well. Okay, at 3 ringgit 76 cents. Okay, so there's like a fake a fake breakout here, tries to break up but not able to sustain, it comes down. Okay, so we want to see is that at least it break at 3 ringgit 96 cents there and starts to jalan. But at this point of time, if we were to able to honor the trend line here, so long as it doesn't break the trend line and move sideways above here, then it should be starts to jalan already. But otherwise, if it breaks through, then maybe that doesn't have any enough energy to go up lah. Okay, but if this is palm oil, so it should go up in tandem with our FCPO pricing. Okay, it cannot be that it goes down and the FCPO price will go up, right? Okay, so Kanga we see here. Okay, oh, ini sudah terbang tinggi already. From how much is this? From 9 cents to up to 32 cents. The highest is around 32.5 cents. It move around sideways move here. We have an NS, but this is like a failed NS actually, but then the price is holding up here nicely with a decreasing volume. Let's just see whether the price can break up here. Okay, I like to trade if the price were to break up from there. I don't want to enter here and then the price starts to come down, then you know you'll be at a disadvantage because the price is too high. So what happens is that if you enter the price at the high level here and then the price starts to come down, then your losses, you see, is quite high here. You see, if you talk about risk to reward ratio, you want your risk to be low but your profit, your reward will be great. Okay, at this point of time I can think of is that this will be the trend line here. It's from the recent low to this low here, so it is a trend line, is up moving. But overall, I will wait for the price to break from at this up point here, okay? Or maybe if you can see the volume drying up even more, so most likely we want to see the price move sideways a bit. Probably if you want to see a bit lower before it starts to jalan, okay? But if you use green pentagon here, high volume here, but we have not seen the price closing above the close or the high of the green pentagon here, so just wait for it, okay? Just wait for it to close above high, then you can enter the trade there. Otherwise, if you want to see hourly, then you go on hourly there, okay? Right. M3 Tech, M3 Technologies. Okay. Oh, below 20 cent lah ini. Below 20 cent. Okay. It's quite nice to trade those penny stocks, but you know, try not to go those stocks that is very has the tendency of going back down to below 20 cent level, because you know your risk to reward is really not good at all. Okay, you are risking more on your profit money side there. Okay, it seems to be a trend going up here, but what I don't like is that because we have a one high volume here, you can see a climatic volume at this point of time, okay, and we have their next three bars not able to close above that high there, so just afraid that you know the price has somewhat facing a what do you call this a peak there. You see here, okay, I go back a bit here. I like to go back way back, then you can see that what is happening at that point of time. So we can see this is the level where the price face quite a resistance there. Okay, it has a peak up there before that. The peak, the high of this peak is how much? 32 cents there. That's like nearly double. You can get like nearly 100% from there. But at this point of time, because of this previous high here, so for the price to start wants to jalan above, it needs to have a increasing volume to go up there. Okay, but if you follow on green pentagon, this one already jalan quite some time already. Okay, and we can see now that this is the high here comes down, but although it's being supported, but if let's say the price not able to move up higher with the increasing volume or healthy volume, then what may happen is that price may move sideways for quite some time. Okay, right. So this M3 Tech, LKL. Okay, I'll take two more after this from LKL. All right, so LKL. This one macam pernah dengar, health technology. Health you want to go to health counter okay, let's see. Okay, there's a bit of an overall uptrend here. Yes, gap down, close the gap already. Price moves sideways. It tries to break up here, goes up here, and again seems to go down bar with the low volume. So most likely maybe it will move sideways a bit, okay, before it starts to go up. But is it gonna go up or not? Not sure whether is it gonna be on a trend. Let's just see from here. Okay. No, I don't think so. But it does show that it comes in agreement with the previous high. See the UT here and the price size to break, but we will see that the volume here is a bit greater than here. Okay, so this is quite a positive indication. But what we want to see is that the next breakthrough, okay, this is the first touching, the second touching, we need to see the next one where it has a increasing volume like this, okay, and you should break and jalan from there. Okay, your risk should be quite low at this point of time, between 1 ringgit 5 cent and this low here. Let's say this 85.5 cents here. Okay, just have to see your risk to reward lah. Let's say you were to take here, you entered, then you go at this low here, that's around like 18%. That's quite high also. Okay, 18% based on the trend line. So if you're targeting 18%, your risk to reward should be around 36% target, okay, which is around 1 ringgit 43 cents if you enter at 1 ringgit 5 cents. Okay, but again, always wait. You don't want to rush the trade. Wait for a nice setup first. Maybe see next couple of bars there whether it can, you know, have a small spread like this, a small body like this. Okay, and then the volume is decreasing. That will be something nice also for your entry there. Okay, So that's for LKL. Bintai. Oh, ini counter tidur. Then tiba-tiba dia sudah bangun macam naga. So night here, oh nice, is a one up thrust, goes down low volume, it move up here. 74%. Okay. So like sudah jalan tinggi already lah. Okay. We have a one up thrust here. Right. Touching on another up thrust. Okay. So I don't think this will be a pullback here. Is it a 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12? Okay, can be a pullback here. But what we want to see is that maybe a lower volume for the next 1 or 2 bars before it starts to jalan. Okay, at this point of time, I would say this is the tentative downtrend for these stocks here. If the price able to break here and start to jalan upright, then it will be a good one here. But maybe you want to wait for it to break out from this trend line here, then you make the entry there. Okay, this is Bintai. Bintai is what they do. Industrial services, engineering and construction. Okay, I think there's a lot of stocks under Pentagon Guider already, you know, is from the construction side. Like we have, I saw that like WCT and UEMS also inside the list. I haven't checked the stock yet. Okay, right. So Iris. Iris, I think I did make a sketch the other day that the price, I think they already break the downtrend. Okay, look at that. I'll just take from here. Is it from here that they take? No. I think I take from here. Okay. So from Iris, what I want to see earlier on was the price to start to move up. Okay, but it's just that what we see now. Okay, there's a few kind of a good indication here. Number one is your red pentagon here, and then we have the no demand where the price break right through the 20 and 40 MA here, and then now the price you can see here is like trading below the 40 MA and already break the trend line here. So most likely at this point of time, the support is at around 31 cent here. Okay, 31 cent here, support here, and this is where you have the support earlier on at around here. So if the price break below this 31 cent, then most likely it will just, you know, start to go down a bit further lah. Okay, so better to preserve your cash and exit from there. I would say that this is another line, 29.5 cents, but if it starts to break the next day, right, then maybe you just want to start to find other stocks there. Preserve your cash at this point of time, because I believe there's other stocks that akan datang punya that will go up. Okay, if let's say more foreign funds coming in, our FKLI index starts to move up, then definitely you know, you can there's a good trade for you. I mean, the profit they can get there can cover your losses from here. Okay, right. So one more, we go and see Power Well. Okay, I think I will take Power Well. Okay, Top Glove already covered, Stella. Basically, Top Glove, I think tak boleh lah. You look for other stocks lah. Okay, no more Rubber Glove play already. Okay, no more Rubber Glove play already. Because the fellow too hot already lah. So the naik all the way, then cannot already, right? Okay. So here, oh, Powerwell just started actually for, when it was started? This is when, 23rd Jan, somewhere in January, towards the end of January here. Okay, starts the movement here. I would not trade at this point of time for this kind of stuff for Powerwell, but if you want to see in terms of the charting wise, I would say, yeah, we can say that there is sort of like a trend here, but then again, it's a bit too early to tell lah. Okay. Overall trend also we can see maybe it's already sudah turun already. Okay. It's just like a bit like, it's just like you see like a wedge where we call it, right? So it's still like moving up and down here. Okay, of course we have the red pentagon here, there will be like the price going down here. Okay, but for Powerwell, if you're not entered the trade yet, maybe you want to wait first. Okay, I would prefer if the price were to able to close above this juncture here of 27.5 cent. Let's say we put here 27.5 cent. Okay, so we see the price breakdown through. We have a spring, and at this point of time we see the next two bars after the spring doesn't close below the tail of the spring there, and then it just bounce back up. So what we want to see is that the price at least just start to jalan up a bit lah. Okay, but overall we can see the volume is quite low. Alright, so just want it to just come up at this. Now this is the resistance. It should go up here to become the support already. Okay, if it becomes a support, then it will move sideways a bit. But at this point of time, better not to trade, because I would say that there's not much of action that you can see even for the past now is September, past 6 months pun tak banyak sangat action. It's very much a steeping this one, unless if you have a strong holding power. Okay, Vince, if you have a strong holding power, then you can want to try here. What I meant by strong holding power is that you have like a sizable amount of cash to trade, and you don't mind putting this for maybe like around 3 to 6 months time to trade, or even a year. Okay, but you always want to wait for where the sideways movement is about to end, then it's coming in on the beginning of stage 2, which is the markup stage. How do we know that? You usually look at our NS. Okay, so but at this point of time, even the NS also, we see the overall chart is just not that great, and it's like you can see here, is like visually is like coming down here. Okay, if I were to make a line here from here, also is like the price also is like macam sudah turun already, you know, just like cannot break the this mini downtrend line here. Okay, what I want to see is, of course, as I said, break up this resistance to make it become a support, then maybe you can jalan already. Okay, right. So our Bintai Baking vaccine. Vaccine. Okay, I think those healthcare counters jangan masuk dulu lah. It follows really like a Top Golf already. Is it on the August? Yeah, Top Golf around this period also pun sudah turun already. Then you want to, this one susah sikit lah. Okay, so I mean there are many stocks in the market. The Bursa has around more than 800 stocks there. For Sharia compliant, it's around 600 to 700 stocks there. Okay, and then not including if let's say you open an account with to trade the US market, definitely you can have more access to the US market there. US market more exciting actually. It's just too bad that our currency exchange there is a bit a hindrance lah, unless you can go back like $1 2.50, then okay lah, sedap sikit main lah, you know. But otherwise, maybe preserve a cash first. You got a sizable cash, then you trade inside there. Okay, so I will end the session for here today. I apologize, I'm not able to go through all of these stock requests that you have there. Okay, but then don't forget to join Martin tomorrow morning at 10:15 for the Smart Robie breakfast show, as well as my colleague Zach at 9:30 p.m. on the stock market review. Okay, so till then, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you again next week on Thursday. Okay, bye bye.